Hello everyone. Today I am near Bellata and monitoring this trial on the management of wild oats in wheat. And if you see there, some of these plots you can easily see now there is big gap. So I want to just show you some of these results. For example, here we actually applied a mixture of two herbicides, and that's in this particular one. And this is, you can easily see these this is wild oats. We call here, farmers call it black oats. So these are wild oats. So control is not bad with this particular combination. Also crop safety, so there is not really much damage. Yes, there are some gaps here, but it's all looking good. Now if you see, this is the header actually, and there you can see wild oats. If you see there under the story of this wheat crop, you will see that's wild oats, little bit light in color, easily you can see. So we are not taking any data here because it's a header where they drop these residue, and all seeds are actually here. So this is actually, see, it's coming in clump. Now second interesting thing, now this one, if you see, really nice plot but what it has done, it's really controlled this wild oats, only few plants there, but it has also actually caused toxicity to the crop. I can see only in this whole plot of about 10-15 square meter, only 5-6 plants. And here, that's where we used actually trifluralin, and trifluralin at around 3 liters per hectare. This, many people they use this one, but in the southern region here we got really high toxicity, and this is not for the first time. We are actually trying to show that this particular herbicide is not really safe in our region. And the main reason for toxicity is, if you see there, just I will try to explain in another video what this herbicide name means. Here we call them IBS, or incorporated by sowing. It means we have applied herbicides on the top, and then we plant. When we plant, what happens, our planter actually, it's a tine system. You can't really use a disc system when you spray trifluralin. It's not on the label. But when you plant this crop, it actually throws this soil out of this furrow. And what happens then, it means this herbicide is already out of the furrow, and then you have got furrow here, and your wheat will not get toxicity. But here what happens, now you can see there is not really any furrow, it's already smooth. So after that there was heavy rain, and that rain actually washed off all this soil in the furrow. So it means that treated soil which we took out using the planting system, now it came back and it actually touched the crop, and that's why we get really toxicity. So in our situation here, it's very important. We are not irrigating these crops, but rainfall, when you apply this type of herbicide, it's really very important. That's why in our region, many farmers, they are not using these pre-plant herbicides in cereals or in winter crops. Next one is it's a BChauhan. It's actually a very interesting herbicide. Weeds actually emerge, and then they turn pinkish or whitish, their leaves. I am trying to see, or it may be already too late, because this crop was actually planted around maybe it was planted around more than 2 months back, so that's already happened here. So we can't really see that symptom. So here I will try to get an image using drone, but again I want to show this toxicity thing. if you come here, all these 3 herbicides, 1, 2, 3, so in the same strip, you can see these are not really providing any toxicity. In the last strip we also used trifluralin, but the rate was 2 liter versus 3 liter, so you can see the difference here. Then this one, it's actually Sinmethlin. This herbicides we are not using much, but for ryegrass, people in the southern region or in Western Australia, they are using. But we got some toxicity here. So Luximax is also causing some toxicity, and I think it may be well known. If we see wild oats, if you see this is untreated, that's a border area. You see this is all wild oat. Here I think the plot looks pretty clean. I don't really see weeds here, only 1 or 2, like for example this one is emerging, so that's one you can see, otherwise it's pretty clean. If we go to another that toxicity strip, yeah, so that's from here. If you see, yes, and that's one is here. If I show you from the start so that you can easily see relative toxicity here, these are 3 different herbicides. In this one we don't really see much because it's well-known herbicide, pyroxasulfone. It was used here. We call it here Skura. It's also used in Asian countries, especially in India, for the control of flaris. Here we are using for wild oats in this particular site. And then when we go to second plot, that's again it's Sinmethlin. So we get some toxicity here, not much, but there is some toxicity. In this strip, yeah, it's pretty control. This wild oats really provided a good control, but here if you see, that's again coming from this residue. There is a patch here of wild oats. Now the third strip, if we see, again it looks pretty clean without any crop, and you can see only one row there. And again this is trifluralin when it was applied at 3 liter per hectare. I think we have got here trifluralin 480, so you can see it's about 1.5 kilo AI per hectare. And that's what I was trying to explain. If you see these all rows, they are flat, looks like that soil, it's actually washed down in these furrows, but this particular furrow, if you see, there's not really much toxicity, and that's maybe because it was safe from that herbicide. So yeah, so this one, this site is near Bellata. It's between Mori and Narrabri. I'll come maybe next time, and we will try to take more intense data. Also, maybe later on we may need to count wild oats panicles. Now, if I talk about wild oats, there are 2 main species in our region, Avena fatua and Avena ludoviciana. This one I don't know because we selected this farmer only this season, so we don't know what species is this one. So when they produce, we will find out. When they produce seeds or spikelets, we will find out. So what happens in these 2 species, Avena ludoviciana, or actually when these seeds are always in pairs. When they shatter, they actually shed in pairs. 2 seeds are already in pairs. If you try to detach them, separate them, it will take some effort. But Avena fatua, it's actually always shatter as a single seed. Okay, and that's actually has got implication for their dormancy. What happens when seeds are in pair, not both seeds will germinate at the same time. One germinate, other remains dormant. So it's really a good survival strategy for this wild oats. This is this farmer's field, and that's our trial site on wild oats. I'll come next time and try to take some more data and share with you people. Thanks.